The air itself feels different now. Storms gather with unfamiliar fury. Seasons forget their ancient rhythm. Ice melts. Waters rise. The land sighs under a fever. This is not merely weather. It is a profound alteration. A change in the very breath of the world. The earth speaks in warnings. This undeniable reality unfolds before us. Floods in one region, droughts in another. Fires rage with an intensity unseen. Hurricanes like Helene and Milton spoken of in hushed tones. Nature's balance teeters precariously. The scientific consensus is clear. Human activity has warmed our planet. The consequences are now our daily companions. Yet, within this truth, something else stirs. As the physical world changes, so too does the human one. Power structures adapt, shift, and consolidate. The crisis is real, undeniably so. But the responses to it? They warrant a closer, more critical gaze. The question that hangs in the heated air, whose hands guide this great transition, and towards what ultimate destination? World leaders assemble with solemn faces. Grand halls host urgent discussions. Climate summits become regular fixtures. Pledges are announced to waiting cameras. Targets are set. Commitments are signed. A global script of action unfolds. Each nation plays its designated part, or so it appears on the surface. A performance for a worried world. Hope is packaged and presented. Net zero ambitions echo through corridors. Carbon neutrality becomes a prized goal. Sustainable development the new mantra. These terms are designed to reassure, yet language can also obscure. It can mask complexities, conceal agendas. Who defines these terms? And whose definitions prevail in the end? The powerful nations often steer the course. Their economic interests subtly shape outcomes. Developing countries voice their needs, their vulnerabilities. Sometimes they are heard. Often, they are not. The climate crisis is global, but the power to address it is not equally shared. Is this purely altruism, or is it also strategic positioning? New laws are drafted, regulations are imposed, governments declare states of climate emergency, policies emerge to curb emissions, to promote renewable energy sources, to reshape how we live, work, and consume. On paper, these are necessary steps, a response to an existential threat. The world must change, we are told, and change it does, piece by piece, driven by these new directives. But observe who champions these changes, and who stands to gain the most. A new green economy is rapidly expanding. Fortunes are being made in sustainable technologies. Electric vehicles, solar panels, advanced batteries, carbon capture schemes, ambitious geoengineering concepts. Innovation is spurred, which is welcome. But is the primary motive always planetary health? Or is it sometimes market dominance? Consider the intricate web of carbon markets. Permits to pollute, traded like commodities. Offsets purchased to balance emissions ledgers. Does this truly reduce carbon in the atmosphere? Or does it allow entrenched polluters to continue their operations, albeit with a greener sheen? The world's largest corporations now speak fluently. The language of sustainability is on their lips. Their annual reports gleam with green initiatives. Pledges for a cleaner future abound. They showcase their commitment to the planet. Their logos are sometimes tinged with green. A public image carefully cultivated to reassure consumers, investors, and regulators. They present themselves as vital partners in solving the very crisis they helped create. Yet, behind the polished presentations, influence flows. Vast resources are deployed to shape policy. Lobbyists frequent the halls of power. Think tanks produce research aligned with corporate interests. Funding flows to academic institutions, subtly guiding the direction of inquiry. The narrative of climate solutions is carefully managed, framed in ways that favor existing market structures and maintain the dominance of established players. True transformation is often resisted. The corporate voice is loud in the climate debate. The sheer scale of the climate crisis demands action. Swift, decisive, and often centralized action. Governments are increasingly called upon to intervene, to manage scarce resources like water in drought-stricken lands, to regulate land use, protecting forests and wetlands. to steer energy transitions towards cleaner sources, to prepare communities for extreme weather events. This expansion of state activity is often justified by the undeniable urgency of the situation. A crisis can legitimize new forms of control. Think of the smart cities of the future, data-driven, efficient, and closely monitored. Sensors tracking energy use, water consumption, movement, all in the name of sustainability and resilience. These technologies offer undeniable benefits, but they also concentrate information and power. Decisions about resource allocation, about daily life, can become increasingly automated, less democratic. The line between necessary intervention and overreach can be a fine one. The Earth is undeniably warming. This is our stark reality. The science is robust, the evidence overwhelming. Glaciers retreat, oceans acidify, ecosystems unravel. To deny this is to deny the world before our eyes. The need for action is not in dispute. It is a matter of survival, of responsibility, for ourselves and for generations yet to come. The planet's distress is a clear, unambiguous signal, a call to transform our ways. This fundamental truth must be our starting point. Yet, within this shared crisis, intricate games are played. Narratives are spun like silken webs. Agendas, both visible and veiled, are advanced. The climate crisis, so real and so urgent, can also become a vehicle. A tool for reshaping economies, for shifting power, for implementing policies that might otherwise face resistance. It is this complex interplay that demands our focus. The genuine threat and its political manipulation. Both can be true simultaneously. We must cultivate a healthy skepticism, not of the science, but of the solutions proposed. Who benefits from this policy, this technology? Whose voices are amplified? Whose are silenced? The path to a sustainable future is vital.